a special moment in the college football calendar. The SEC Championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. And welcome to Sooner Nation and the Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Baxter. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Hands it off from the gun. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. A direct snap. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanting to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And now a third down of the opening drive of this championship game. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Crosses the 35. They can't stop him. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Hand off to the back. Longhorns looking to keep this drive moving.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
That's caught. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And it's a bunch formation. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's third down now. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Moves out of the pocket. Catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Texas. Great connection there for 6 points. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out. It's Sategna. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here's that wrinkle. The Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. Breaking tackles. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To the air. It's Mateer. Catch made over the middle. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
The sure hands. It's Washington. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pulls it in. It's Price. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw over the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
On 3rd and short, the offense coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back.
He's in the clear at the 30 now. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on third down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board. Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Direct snap. He breaks free. Breaks into the clear. The 30. Inside the 20. At the 10. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Sooners.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. We go with a direct snap. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Looks toward the sideline and finds the running back. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back to throw. It's Jackson. Throwing for his running back. Oh, that one's picked off. Into the open. And that's a solid return after the interception.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
It's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Nice catch made out of a slot position. That's going to be tough to stop today, Kirk.
He is so dangerous in space at that slot position. Nice job at the top of that route. Gave a little shoulder fake to create that separation. Made it easy for the quarterback to find him and make that throw.
He gets loose. Muscles past the defender. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Just what a play by this quarterback. 1 second, he's surveying the entire field, trying to find that open receiver. The next second, he just pulls it down, tucks the football away, picks up yards, and gets a touchdown himself. What a run.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Baxter. He's tackled at the 21. That's how the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
He escapes the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Looking downfield, it's Jackson. Heave the ball deep down that right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. That's a solid beam. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and it gets you the yards you need.
The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup. They are off and running.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Receivers are bunched together. Looking to throw yet again. On the move now. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. They're going to trust the kicker from 56 yards out. Let's see if he's got the distance. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looking for a man deep down the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Third down play after that completion. Looking to throw. It's Jackson. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline. Nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
Territory. Snap to the back. Breaks an open space. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Chris, what a call there on 4th and inches. I thought, though, the easy route, right? Just a quarterback sneak. But this guy knows his team well. Get behind that offensive line, and you pick up a huge gain there.
Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Using his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Takes off on a bootleg. Fine time. Moving to his left. And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Longhorns are in the red zone now. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Dropping back. It's Jackson. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure, moving right. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorns. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting, slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion, just masterful execution on that drive.
Bringing it out, it's Sategna. Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. The first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made over the middle.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Great recognition and discipline here by this defense on that touch pass. You know, these touch passes can be a real test on that defense, and they passed this test with flying colors, blowing that play up.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To throw, it's Mateer. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Sooners.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fielded in the end zone. It's Baxter. First play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. First down. Clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Looking deep down the left side. It's caught inside the red zone. Still on his feet. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Bringing it out, it's Sategna. He's got a crease here. Look out. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No. Touchdown. A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to
forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started, and then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. Lost the ball. It's a wild scramble. Recovered by the kicking team.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. To the air. It's Mateer. Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This quarterback on fire today.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT puts it on 17 now. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Trying it onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
It is intercepted.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. On the move now. Makes the grab. It's Lacy. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to throw. It's Jackson. Quick throw. Catch made. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Grab down the middle. It's Lacy. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Direct snap to the back. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for it.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A completion makes it second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. And he just throws it away. Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Finding space at the 20. Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. The Longhorns looking to run some tempo here. Back to throw. It's Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns. Well, the defense has had no answer for this pitch-and-catch combination. They are closing in on the conference championship now.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball, and I've just loved to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
First down here for this offense. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. And it's incomplete that time. Just out of reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Now he's bringing it back. He's at the 50. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Here's a target, and it's complete. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Here's the second down play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Back to pass. It's Jackson. But the receiver makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Receiver in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up. Great
job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, you get this deep into an opponent's side of the field and come away with 3 instead of 6. And man, it is a letdown. That's certainly not what they're looking for here on 3rd and long from inside the red zone.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. After the miss, they're still down by 10.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
And it's a direct snap. Wildcat picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Over the middle, it's Washington. And it works. The first down to the 35. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. He escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45. Now here he goes. Finally tackled out the 19, and just like that, the offense is moving to the red zone.
What a run by the quarterback. And, Chris, I look at this, and I think the defense just took their eyes off the quarterback. When he took off to go, he had plenty of room, and with that kind of speed, what a huge game. Defense has got to make the adjustment, keep their eyes, and respect the quarterback and his ability to scramble.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back. Snags the quick throw. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. Second and goal for the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. QB keeper all the way. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
Because that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Baxter. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. So at the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. Sets up for a classic fourth quarter. Who's going to make a play to make the difference here? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Back to pass. It's Jackson. Bringing pressure. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? That is another delay of game penalty on this drive. Have you ever seen this? What is going on? Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty.